Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So here we have a clip from my stream last night where I did the first half of my third path in Necropolis, and we have a solo of Necropolis Wiccan here with my boy Void. So my Void, of course, is 6R5 Ascended, but the reason that he works so well for this fight is because Wiccan has a mechanic on his special 1 that whenever he uses it, he will trigger a regen buff that will heal back like 7% of his missing health. So at the start of the fight, the regen is basically doing nothing, but the more damage you do during the fight, the regen is going to get stronger and stronger, and as long as you play aggressively with Void and keep the Petrifies up, make good use of that Despair Mastery, you're going to eventually just completely melt his health away. So I did have Resonate on for this fight. Again, that's just for extra use of Despair, extra direct damage too, although that doesn't really come into play. The most important part of this fight here is the beginning, because you need to be doing enough damage to Wiccan at the start of the fight in order to make the regen buff that he gains have a meaningful amount of health that he's trying to recover. And if you don't do enough damage at the start of the fight, the regen is basically just going to do nothing, and you're not going to be able to reverse anything, and you're essentially going to be doing, no damage to him. So this does take pretty much the entirety of the Necropolis Ankh timer here. You can probably do this with a lower ranked Void, but again, you have to be extremely aggressive, and you probably want to have Wiccan be extra cooperative as well here. So this is about a 4 or 5 minute fight, and I'll turn back on the stream. DLL was on call for me during this part, so you may hear one or both of us chatting about whatever. I don't actually remember what we were talking about. But anyways, enjoy the solo, and if you enjoyed this, remember to hit like, and as always, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh my god. Surprised me with that one. And I missed a parry. Oh, this is just going swimmingly. We're gonna die from shock damage here. We're gonna go ahead and which avoids buffs turns off evades? The agility one. It's the one that looks like decelerate and slow, but is neither. I really wish that icon would get an update, because yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could just turn it into a decelerate. I wouldn't object to that one.
I know you wouldn't, but then I lose a valuable data point when people whine to me that nobody turns off decks.
Who would whine about that?
For no particular reason.
I don't know who you're talking about, sir.
Maybe I'll just wait until the next person who turns off decks. No.
Ominous. Yeah, it does say Dex failed on the defender sometime. I don't really know why that is.
That's because turning off dex coding is incredibly ugly and inconsistent across every single person who does it. And I tried to add a callout to all of them when I built it for Photon. And it works better for some than for others. I think hers is pretty good these days, but yeah. We're just going to need to go back and change all of them. And then I think all of them, it'll basically be Void and Domino in one corner and everybody else in another. Because those are the two that are using ability accuracy.
The more damage we do, the more damage we're going to do in this fight. It's like fighting Carl with Void.
Are you 100% sure about that actual implementation, Ace? I know his description was changed in Necropolis, and I have that on my docket. But I think the kit should be the old one, as far as the actual coding. Why is it called out for the AI? Because why wouldn't it be on the other person, Mike? Like, if you think about it from a coding perspective, that callout is going to be attached to Void because he's the one messing with Dex. But of course, it's going to need to be on the other person's HUD, right? Because it wouldn't necessarily make sense for Void to be saying Dex failed while he was hitting somebody else. It's the same way that if you have like Apocalypse or whatever, it says evade failed for the other person, not him, right? Or literally right there, that was perfect timing on my end, even though I know there's some lag. Sim Dex back, and it said buff failed on Void. That code lives on Wiccan. Nice, buddy. I'm super jealous of that. Yeah, I did laugh at that pairing, Ricochet. Was kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna mute for a sec. Be right back.
Okay. Come on. Thank you. I think we might run out of time here. Oh, maybe not. Need some good petrify luck here. Come on, dude. Oh my god, please use it! Let's go! Let's go!